So moving on with the program, what will happen now is we will be adding the ability to add in money to the vending machine. So that's going to be the process of inserting money into the machine and seeing how much money we have on the machine. So this is where we'll start printing things out. So to start off with, we will create a new class, and it's going to be the operation machine, I guess. Makes sense? Yeah. Now I'm just going to make it public, and for this we will have a public void money input handler. Now, and this is where we will handle our input. So we'll have int input coin, and this will be basically our number selector. We will have just some writing to notify the user. Console.writeLine, please input money to the vending machine. It's like it's asking you if you can kindly give your money away. And then we can have some options. So I'll have $0.1 sign, and let's just copy that a few times. So what we'll have 10. Let's change it to options 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sure, we'll have 6 options. 25, then it should be 50, and then I guess the next one would be a 1. And then this will be our exit. So we will finish inserting coins. We don't actually have a way to stop that, but yeah. So that's this, and then we'll have our switch case. So we will have switch input coins, and of course we have to read. So before that, I'll just put here input coin is equal to int.parse, and then console.readline. There we go. Now we'll have a case for each one. So it's going to be case 1, case 2, case 3. Well, go down. Case 4, case 5, case 6. Oh, I got a little bit ahead of myself. And then the default case. So the default case is basically for any other input. So like a number 7, for instance. Now, next we will start adding in some code inside of these cases. So what we'll have is, well, actually, before we do that, we need to have a reference to the money. So what we'll have here is we'll have, I guess, what was it called? Customer. So new customer, or customer data, because we're taking the data of the customer. And to do this, okay, so this is where we'll pass our class of customer, and now we technically have access to everything that we need for the customer. So actually, we can do something like this. So if customer data dot money owned, well, so it's higher than or equal to, and it's going to be our 0.5, then what we'll do is we will have customer data dot money owned minus equal to 0.05. So what happens is, if we have the money, we'll take the money away from our current account and we will add it to the vending machine. There we go. And then else, we're just going to display some kind of a message. Guess we can make that right now. Actually, let's make 2 messages. So we will have one to say what our new balance is. Yeah, let's just do it like this. So we make some space here. So this can be private because it will only happen in this class. And sufficient tech, sufficient money. And then that's going to be console write line, and that's gonna be, we have console.write line, and then yeah, insufficient money. There we go. And then actually we don't need a second one, because what we can do instead is we can just put here instead console.write line, and we can put our actual balance. So what we will do here is we will have the two messages. One's going to be saying current balance and plus customer data, and what we want to do is money inserted, and we can just put a little dollar sign here. And if we copy this and own money, so this is going to be what we have, and this is going to be what's in the vending machine, and we just change this to money owned. There we go, like this. So all of the data is going to be displayed, and of course we want to call that, so we'll just do it like this. And now all we have to do is just copy this for every single case, apart from the last one. Let's change the numbers now. So this is going to be a 10, this is going to be a 10, this is going to be a 10, it's going to be a 25. Where are we? And that was a 50. Come on. And finally a 1. By the way, you don't have to put the 2 zeros at the end, it's optional. I just like how it formats. I mean, as in everything else has it, so it just makes sense for this to have it. And then of course, if we select 6, we want to exit, so we want to have some kind of an exit message, so I guess we can do that. Processing money, ready for item selection. And then we need to put something, well, we don't have to, but we can put something in the default. So please do not slam on the machine. Yeah. So let's have a look at everything. So we display messages. Oh, we need to clear out the console probably, because we would have this displayed many times. But that being said, it's not going to be displayed many times because we are not currently looping this. So we want to input money more than once, preferably, especially since items are way more than we can enter in one way. So I'm going to make a do while loop, and it's going to be while input point is not 6, because 6 is our exit message. So now we're looping. Every time we display this, it clears out, it asks us for our input, it then adds to our balance. Now let's see if this actually works. So right here, we actually have to make a small change. So what we will do is we will have a private static customer, and then new customer, and we'll just remove this in here. So yeah, now next step is for us to link our brand new class. This is the operation machine, Actually, this is unnecessary, but whatever. Why are you giving me an error? Oh, system operation machine. This is what I want. And then operation machine dot money input handler, and we just pass in the new customer through. So if we press play now, there we go, we have our menu appearing on the screen. If our current balance in the machine is 0, and this is how much money the game generated. So if we add, we're losing. There we go. And what if we try to add 1? Now that we don't have that much money, it doesn't let us do it. What if we put 7? Oh, that's right. The messages are not seen because we end the loop. Where are we? We end the loops, and then the console clear clears out the previous menu. So that's something I'll change in the future. So we have a slight delay. I'll also need to add try and catches, but that will be done in the end. At first, I just want to have the basic functionalities done. So yeah, this part is done, I guess. Next is actually purchasing the products.